As we move through into spring, you can't fail to see colour wherever you go in the garden. Behind me you can see the magnolias flowering, you've got the rhododendrons, you've got things like the primroses, the wildflowers. It really is stunning everywhere you look in the garden. The Gunnerud Plantation is one of those iconic areas at Treba. It's a good excuse to visit the garden through the season as you see these fantastic leaves unfurl. They also have the flower spikes which are just starting to form, which get really large and also add to the dramatic appeal. Phyllostachys edulis, or the timber bamboo as it's commonly known, has to be one of the most impressive bamboos in any garden, but especially here at Treba. The shoots can be anywhere up to 6 inches in diameter and have a growth rate of about 12 inches per day. It really is the king of the bamboos at the garden. Coreopsis spicata is a lovely deciduous shrub that has yellow bell-like flowers in the spring. It can be seen flowering as you head along Petrie's Path and lights the area up. One of the most impressive magnolias that can be seen flowering at Treba during the spring is Magnolia cobus. It's covered in a mass of white flowers that are heavily scented and looks absolutely stunning as you walk along Badger's Walk. Rhododendron Trebagem has to be one of the most impressive rhododendrons as you look down through the valley in the early part of spring. It was originally grown by local nurseryman Richard Gill, who had a nursery at Tremoe Convent, which is now Tremoe University. It's a lovely salmon pink and looks absolutely stunning as you look down through the valley. Leucojum aestivum, or summer snowflake as it's commonly known, is one of those plants that's been a great success story at Treba. We have several areas that have been planted up and it does well in wetter conditions and just gives you a mass display all the way through from late winter into early spring. It has white flowers set off against the green foliage and looks absolutely stunning. Prostanthera seaburii, or Australian mintbush as it's commonly known, is a beautiful Australian shrub that does particularly well in a good sunny shelter position. It will need a little bit of protection because it is slightly frost tender, but it's worth it for that sheer display of purple flowers, which looks absolutely stunning as you move through into spring. Something we tried to incorporate at Treba are climbers within the garden. You can see this lovely Clematis armandii flowering behind me. It has a wonderful scent and it sort of rambles and scrambles through things. If you've got an old stump or a tree that sort of died off, you can grow them through and you can get that double whammy, so you can get the colour and interest from the climber, but also the interest from the shrub or the tree itself. You can see flowering behind me this wonderful Clematis armandii. It creates this dramatic effect of this sort of curtain of colour and scent. At this time of the year, the plant sales is just starting to fill up and looking fantastic. So if you're looking for those plants to fill those gaps that have been left by the winter, then now's the time to pop down to the Treba plant sales. the garden opened again, it's great to be able to welcome you back to see this wonderful display of colour at this time of the year. Please do book in your slot, stay safe, and we look forward to welcoming you back to Triba.